They say that dogs are man's best friend. I prefer cats. But not only are they lovable companions, some breeds can even be trained for work.
Yeah, non-profit organisation Dogs for Wildlife provide highly trained dogs and ranger training to try and reduce endangered wildlife poaching in South Africa. Let's take a look at some of the work that they do.
Guys, today is a very special day for Imeri. Today we welcome a new team member to our team, our anti-poaching operation, and yeah, we welcome Shinga.
So the dogs are dual-purpose trained for tracking and apprehension. We teach them to track human scent over long and large distances, and we also teach them to defend and protect their ranging unit when the need arises and only as a last resort.
In the event of fighting against poaching, a dog will make our job easier than without a dog. The dog can track, can smell the scent of a human being, whilst human beings cannot do that. So for us to have a dog is very useful and helpful.
Sorry, absolute chaos is unfolding in the studio at the moment because we are joined by brother and sister Nkosi and Thula, who are 5-month-old Bavarian mountain hounds currently in training. And they are here with their co-founders of Dogs for Wildlife, Darren and Jacqui. So, Darren, you've got Nkosi here.
Nkosi, yes.
And Thula is over there with Jacqui.
Here she is.
Bigger than in the pictures, but still so puppy-like and absolutely gorgeous.
It's the ears.
Yes. So, goodness me, what on earth led you to this whole idea?
Well, we've been professional trainers now for over 15 years with Extremis Dog Training Limited. We specialised in training and deploying operational police dogs and military dogs. We got in contact with another organisation in the UK that supplied dogs to South Africa to help protect wildlife, and we helped train and deploy a couple of dogs through them. And about 2017, they decided to stop supplying dogs through their organisation, and that's when me and Jacqui came together and decided we'd continue the work that we were doing because it's absolutely fantastic what these guys can achieve on the ground, and that's where we decided to set up Dogs for Wildlife.
Fantastic.
So what can they do?
Well, Nkosi and Thula here will be trained to track human scent over large and long distances.
Right.
So they will, if you, for example, left this building now and walked through the streets of London, I could deploy Nkosi when he's finished his training, and he would follow exactly where you've walked to catch up with you, to allow the rangers then to come and arrest you if you're a would-be poacher.
Because they have two noses, don't they, dogs? They have the one at the front. Isn't there a great sniffing apparatus further back?
They do. They have a really capable nose, especially the hounds. They're very, very incredible scent dogs, and that's actually why we picked them for tracking dogs.
Right.
Well, that was going to be my question to you, Jacqui. I mean, these Bavarian mountain hounds, are you breeding these specifically for this programme in South Africa, or were these dogs that you were training for other purposes as well? And how did you get your hands on these particular...
So we bought these two puppies in at 8 weeks old. These are our first Bavarian mountain hounds, but we also deploy Belgian Shepherds, which we breed ourselves, Cocker Spaniels for detection dogs, which we breed ourselves. Hi, Thula.
Thula's enjoying herself.
She's quite busy.
Yeah.
So these will be our first Bavarian mountain hounds that we are deploying across to South Africa. Previously, it's been Springer Spaniels, Belgian Shepherds, Dutch Shepherds. Obviously, the video that played, you saw Shinga and Merwi that are in Imeri in Zimbabwe. They were two dogs we bred in-house, but we bought these in at 8 weeks.
And when they're in South Africa doing their work, where will they live?
They're at the kennels with the rangers, so they live with the rangers. And to be fair, they're just part of the team.
Yeah.
The rangers absolutely adore them.
Good.
And if you saw the level of care, it's just mind-blowing how great they are with their dogs.
Yeah, Darren, look, the issue of rhino poaching, huge in South Africa. I think
It's prolific.
451 killed last week. I've been lucky enough to see them up close in South Africa myself, and that may realistically become an impossible thing in the future if they don't get a grip of this poaching problem.
I think if we all don't come together, then there is a great possibility that rhino, black rhino, white rhino, could potentially become extinct within the next 5 to 10 years. Absolutely.
So how does it work? If the dogs can follow a human scent and easily trace it, do you have to have had contact with the poachers before?
No.
Or they can pick that up from the carcass of an animal?
There's generally three areas that we train the dogs to work operationally. One of them is obviously if a carcass has been found.
Because they'll often kill an animal just, say, for the rhino horn,
They will.
and they'll abandon
Absolutely,
carcass,
yeah,
which is
it's
what's so
horrific.
tragic,
Yeah, and half the time, a lot of these rhinos are still alive as well, which is absolutely tragic and devastating. But the dogs can be deployed at the scene of the incident and then pick up on recent human scent that's been left by a poacher. They can also patrol the boundary fence lines and again pick up if any poachers have broken into the reserve. And then you've also got quick reaction force deployment, where then the dogs are quickly sent out with the rangers and then pick up the poachers' scent on the ground.
Terrible.
Where do these wretched poachers sell this stuff? None of it comes to Britain, I hope.
No. Most of it is East Asia, Vietnam, China. Obviously, we're going to be coming into the Chinese New Year at the beginning of next year as well, where there's a lot of interest in trinkets and different aspects of rhino horn and ivory, and they gift them as to show that they're valuable and wealthy.
Yeah. And look, you've given Zulu names to these two dogs, and you're trying to get them set up in South Africa, in sort of KwaZulu-Natal areas. I suppose one of the not much discussed impacts of lockdown in countries like South Africa is they're facing the same sort of cost of living crisis that we all are, except the pressures in a developing nation so much greater that more people are actually turning to illegal and extreme things like poaching.
It's with South Africa, it has the world's highest unemployment rate. And in this country, we had furlough, we had means of supporting ourselves during COVID. They had nothing. So the starvation over there, people are turning to whatever they can to earn a living. Unfortunately for the animals, it's not good. If you look at KwaZulu-Natal, that holds 25% of the world population of black and white rhino. This year alone, in the first 6 months, 133 rhino were poached. And it's last year it was 33. So there's 100 more this year.
Terrible.
It's terrible.
And, we have to take action now. Every dog we can get over there with a ranger is boots on the ground that will help save them. It's really, really crucial.
They've got a really important job, those little dogs, haven't they?
They
They're not
really,
just
really
cute.
have.
No, but they
They
are
are cute, though.
But they are very cute.
You're gorgeous.
They are
Right.
very cute, and they're actually working for a purpose.
Absolutely. Well, best of luck with it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Darren
Thank you.
Priddle, Jacqui Law, and of course, Nkosi and Thula. Thula?
Thula, you got it.
From Dogs for Wildlife. Thank you both very much
Pleasure.
indeed for
Thank
coming.
you.
Really appreciate it.
Thank you.